Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 here in Gelderland. Right, what are we going to do now? I've done the harvest, that's all finished, that's kind of done with now. We don't need to worry about it. I want more wheat and barley, and I've got to make sure that I get the planting window for those, because I missed them completely last time, didn't I? I wasn't paying attention. So canola is now, basically, next month, we want to be planting wheat and barley if we're going to grow it. So let's have a look on our map. I think this new field that we've got here, this one here is going to be grass all the way down through. So I think it is. And so then that field there is going to be a new field. We've gone and done... Yeah, I'm not going to worry about a crop rotation. I don't care about crop rotations and what would be right and what wouldn't be right and where you'd put it in your fields. I'm not really interested in that. I am kind of thinking that this one here would be quite cool because I do most of this sort of by hand anyway. We could just turn this into one field, so we just drive down and round. Although, to be honest, I'm still expanding here, so we may end up just kind of like turning that into more yard, and in which case we'll change that over later. We wouldn't need to worry about that now. This bit does need to be changed over, and then this is going to have to be joined in when I've done this harvest, but that's when that harvest is done, so there's no big landscaping projects to be done at the moment. We've got harvesting to go. It's planting. I'm going to be wanting to do some planting in here, so I'm kind of thinking that, well, I want wheat and barley. I want to get that done. What else do I need? To be honest, I don't think it matters what we need. We just kind of need to fill up all of these different things. Wheat and barley are both used for grain, for flour at the moment. And there's some other factories that I'll get later that we can sort of deal with, but I'm not going to worry about them at the moment. So, what have I got in the way of grass? It's in here that I want to have a look at. I've got hay in there. So I've got 454,000 hay, 236,000 silage. Let's move some of that around. I want to fill this one back up again. Mineral feed. That's actually something that we want to be making. I don't have anything that makes mineral feed at the moment, do I? I've got lime mineral feed where I buy lime and use beans as well. And we've got stone mineral feed where I basically just add stones in. But I don't have anything with stones, and I don't like the idea of buying in lime. So, yeah, I kind of don't want to use that one. I want to use a different source of mineral feed. So I'm going to just have a look for that. Something on my to-do list is to find that. Because I don't like this one for the mineral feed. But we do want the mineral feed for our... total mixed ration over here. I want to be using that, and I've actually run out of mineral feed. But that's no good. I got 240,000 litres of mixed ration in here, which is great, but I do need to get some more. So mineral feed, that's our next priority then. Right here at the start, I got US Animal Food. No, we don't need. So it's this one here, Animal Food Factories mod. That one and that one. This one makes pig food and mineral feed, and this one also does the same. So we've got two different styles of the essentially the same factory. We've got two different styles of the same machine. So I've got this one here, which I actually kind of like. And then we've got this one, which is more kind of... what is? It's essentially the model for some of this one over here, just with some slight alterations. I prefer this one. I like this one right here. This one's good. I like this. And where would we set this one up? So you've got a load point there at the end of those silos. And it looks like it spawns pallets out the back, and I would guess that we can load bulk underneath the bin right there. So I kind of... this one, really, we just want to sort of put it up here somewhere. Let's move that tractor out of the way. I'm going to go and get the silage that we've got in here. I have altered the speed that this one tips things out. I felt that was kind of essential, considering... yeah, I've got hay silage. See? Much better. That's how it's supposed to be done. So you can just sit there a second, and we will go back into here. Go to production, and it's this one right here. This is the one that I would like to use. So the tip point for that, well, we've got a tip point and a load point. If I bring this one over here like this, I'm actually quite happy with that to be there. We go up between the two. So all I want to do then is line it up in this direction. We're going to do that. I want to give myself enough room so that I can get underneath those towers. I think that's the perfect spot right there. We don't need to do anything else. The rest of the yard is all laid out. You can stay there for a second. Let's go down this way. Take a look. Right, so I've got mineral feed and stuff there. Small animal factory. This is the tip point. Oh, I thought that you drove up underneath here, but you don't, actually. This one here is one of these. Look, open door. So you've got to reverse up to that one. That's less good. Although we've got trailers that we can do that with. That's absolutely fine. Because this is just going to be a mineral feed thing. I'm not actually too concerned about that. And there we go. Right, there's our mineral feed. So you got pig food takes sugar beet, sunflower, corn, potatoes, and sorghum all in together, and that makes 7 pig food. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 items in to make 7 pig food. The mineral feed is whole sugar beet, which we don't have any of, beans, which we don't have any of, sunflowers, which we'll be harvesting soon, and canola, which we don't have any of because I went and dumped it all into the mill. So this is not able to be made this year. I'm going to have to get the mineral... I'm going to have to go and buy mineral feed in bulk this year in order to top up our machine. And then we'll make sure that we grow beans and canola ready for next year. Because there was something else I needed beans for, I think. Actually, I don't think it was. It was something that I was thinking about, but it wasn't something that I actually done. And I've actually got beans. Right, we've got some beans. I just don't have any canola for that one. So I do have a few beans. I don't have any canola. We've got a mountain of this and a mountain of this all ready to go. So I could just buy in a bit of canola. If I was to buy 50,000 litres of canola, we can start making mineral feed in like another month or two. I've got at the moment 250,000 litres, 240,000 litres of mixed ration in there. And the cows have already got enough to keep them going for another month or two. We should be alright. We shouldn't need to buy anything in. Apart from the canola. 50,000 litres of canola, I buy in and I put it into here. Unless, there's still one more option. And that is let's grow crop types right there. So that's canola and we've harvested it. There's field 20 up there has got canola, field 67 and field 57 all the way up there. They've got canola in them. This here could end up being one very large field. Let's go and... Actually, let's get field 20, because I'm kind of thinking that this up through here could be one big, long line of field up through here. I think that's going to be quite cool. So we'll buy field 20 over here. Buy for 206,000. Yep. And I've now got the canola. I've just got to go and harvest it. And this is where our transporter is going to come into play, because our combine that we've got is a wee bit slow on its feet. So we want it to be able to go a little bit faster, and yes, eventually I would like this thing to go like some sort of pocket rocket, but it's not a pocket rocket right now. It's a bit of a slow rocket. So what we're going to need to do is rely on our transport trailer. We can put this one on the transport trailer and we can drive it up to the field. We can do the harvest, and we got a 750,000 litre capacity tank, which means that the rest of it should be absolutely fine and tickety-boo. We shouldn't have any problems with that whatsoever. Let's go and take this round and tip it in for the silage. And then, once I've done that bit, I don't need this one for anything else. I just want to put that in there, so that's ready to roll and operating. Let's bring you in there. I've got some seriously big plans for this entire series, to be honest. Like, there's a whole lot of stuff that I want to do for this series. And, namely, I would like to have cows on our map. And we've got some cows. But when I say I want cows on a scale the likes of which humanity has never seen before. And in order to do that, we still have efficiency of scale to take into consideration, because right now I don't think our efficiency of scale is very good. I got 65,000 animals in here. I want to be able to have 100,000 cows, so I might actually just alter a pen so that it holds 50,000 cows, because you cannot have more than 65,000. That's a hard code limit in the game. It's to do with the bit rate or something. It took me a while to discover that, but I did finally find someone on a forum who explained that to me. It was absolutely awesome of them to take the time out to do that. I cannot remember who it was that explained it to me. I think it was actually on the Farming Simulator Discord that someone was talking about that and explained the details of it. But that's you're basically you're limited by the bit rate in the game. And that bit rate is what stops you from being able to... Let's just leave that trailer there for a minute. That bit rate is what stops you from having a larger animal pen than the 65,000 and something that's already in there. And when I said I was having trouble expanding the cattle because I wanted an obscenely large pen, and I said it's stopping me at 60,000 and something, he gave me the exact number that it was stopping at. He said, oh, that would be this number. And he put the number out, whichever we got, 65,535 or something like that. He put that number there. And I was... The thing that impressed me most was he knew that straight away. He knew what the number was. And he said it's to do with the bit... The bit rate, not the bit rate, the bits or I'm sure bit rate is not quite the right number, but it's a 60. It's limited to a 32-bit. Something to do with 32 bits or 16 bits or something like that. I'm not quite sure, but that number is very crucial to it all, and that's why it does what it does. Right, we're going to put you up on there, and then we're going to go back onto this one, and we're going to put that piece back up like that. Now, I can strap that one down, but sometimes the straps don't work very well for it. So, yeah, that was kind of the limitation that we've got with the animal pen. So I can't go any higher than that. I want to go more than that with the cows, but I think for simplicity's sake, if I was to have a pen and put 50,000 cows and run some calculations for how much we can, food, straw, everything else that we need for 1 year of operation of a cattle pen, then we can fill it up, and then each year it gets filled up. But if it's 50,000, I have a dream. I have a dream of having... I thought that car was going to try and sideswipe me then for a minute. My dream is that we have 250,000 cows on a map. Now, admittedly, my initial dream was 1 million cows. I think that might be going a bit too far. What am I saying? This series is all about extremes. Everything about this series is about extremes. And I'm telling you that something is going to... I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I sincerely apologize. I've just let the team down. I have really just let everyone down with my nonsensical approach. What? I just bought this field because they just planted it. You know, it'd probably help if I went to growth and just double check that. Okay, field 67 over there. Field 57 has just been planted. Field 60... Alright, so we're going to have to buy field 67, because that's the only one that's got canola left in it that we can actually go and harvest. Because, oh, 73. This little tiny, tiny one over here. I don't want that. That's not good enough. Field 67 is the one that we're going to need. So we're going to go to farmland. We're going to buy plot 86. Buy. For 364,000. Okay, I now have 360,000 left, and I've got to find my way over to this field. Somehow. I'm all the way down here. So we're going to go up the diagonal, up here. Oh! Oh! I said to you before, I did ask a question in one of the videos, should I remove the collision from the electricity pylons that we've got on the map and then keep the electricity pylons in the middle of these fields that we've got? Because they're starting to get a bit of a nuisance. Like, it's great fun having to go around them once or twice, but then they do start to become irritating. So I said, do I get rid of them, or do I just remove the collisions and drive through them? And I had a few responses back on that, and the general consensus is, if I can, just get rid of them completely. So what I will do is I'll get rid of not only the pylons, but also the electricity lines as well, because I think I could probably get rid of the pylons and have the electricity lines just kind of floating in midair. I will delete the whole lot. I will eradicate everything. There'll be no electricity supply corrupting our map. That will be going across someone else's land. So I will edit and get rid of those. That's now on my to-do list. It's been thrown onto the pile of things that I desperately need to go and do. Right, we've got a lot of low-hanging trees up through here. Eventually, all of these trees will be gotten rid of. Trees are the enemy. Trees are definitely the enemy. We don't want trees. We want to get rid of all of the trees that we can. Every tree must be eliminated. I have come to the conclusion that trees are the enemy. There is no good thing that comes from having trees. Nothing at all. There is no positive to having trees here anywhere. Not that I've yet seen, anyway. Right, so now I need to get over here somehow. Oh, okay, right. So we need to come down here, and then we need to turn that way. Right. So I got to turn this way. There we go. It's the only way to turn round that corner. Right out round like that. Excellently done. I'm sure no farmers were harmed in the making of this video. And I'm sure no farmers were enraged by the way that I'm treating their land. We have got here... Oh, I see. Right. See, some of these things, I could probably delete the road as well. I could remove that lot, delete the road, but I kind of don't want to do that. Like, well, we can turn some of this into a big field around here, but I don't want to be deleting all of the houses and everything else like that. Tempting though it is to just turn this into one great big flat square, that kind of feels like I'm going against the whole flavor of the map, and kind of the what's the word I'm looking for? I feel like if I was to just eliminate all the trees and delete all the stuff in the editor, I'm kind of going against the spirit of the series. I'm trying to build up this massive farm around the town, so I don't just want to go in and bulldoze the entire town flat. Yes, I'm quite happy to go and remove the electricity pylons out of the way. They're in the way, but I don't want to take that to too much of an extreme. How are we going to get through here? So we've got a solar panel field down there. I think I need to go this way. Because, I mean, I could follow the road. This trailer's really not very good for driving around the countryside with, is it? It's perfect for our needs. This is... yes, this trailer is absolutely spot-on perfect for this series. It really is. It's oversized, it's cumbersome, it does not go around any corners anywhere whatsoever. It's absolutely perfect for this series. We could not ask for a better trailer. Now, how do I get in there? I've got great big... yeah, I got no chance whatsoever of getting... Look! Just look! Look! That is a bit of a problem. I shouldn't have come through here, because there's no possible way I can get out. I've got no way of being able to get out here. At least I don't think I have. I definitely can't turn right. I want to turn right, because that's my field right there. I can see it. There. See? Okay, it's right there in front of me. How are we going to do this? Because I need to be able to... You know what? We're going to have to go this way. Hope that I don't hit that tree. If I can drive part way in the ditch. Okay, I've hit the tree. There's another way round this. Ha 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 ha! Where there's a will and a chainsaw, there's a way. Okay, so we've got rid of that bit there. Now I need to turn round so that I can approach the junction that I want to go to from the other way. And to do that, we're probably just going to have to borrow this dude's field a second. I hope he doesn't mind. I need a more powerful lorry for this job, really, don't I? Right. There. Now we're talking. Okay, so we can come on in this way. And then we can drive up here. And as you can see, we would not have been able to get into this field if we'd come from the other way, because there's a fence on the other side of the ditch right there. This one here is bad enough because the wheels are going into the ditch. But we can do it. We can get in here. We can get to this bit. And yes, the farmers who own the other land here are probably going to be weeping in frustration because of the way that I'm driving through everything. But they'll understand because I'll slip them a little bit of money. They'll be absolutely fine. If I give them $5 each, they'll be absolutely fine with what I'm doing. Let's try going forwards. Right. We climb off. We run round here. We go over to our brand new field and we harvest the canola. Once we've done that, we load it back onto the trailer. I'm also going to have some more straw that I'm going to want to come and get. Once we've done this harvest, we then need to load this one back onto that little trailer that we've got, and we need to drive it back to the farm. Then we unload, and this one needs to empty out into the new feed mixer machine thingy-doodah that we've gone and bought. So that we've got our 50,000 litres of canola in there, and then we're going to have to wait another month or two before we can start making the mineral feed, because we need to be able to do the other harvests. I've got some beans. We've got 26,000 litres of beans. We're going to have to make sure that we grow canola this year, and also beans. Those are both going to be rather important. If we don't grow them, we're not going to be able to have our correct and proper harvest, which would be no good at all. I definitely think that having this one so that I've got the edge of the cutter bar right where the visual is. I don't know how to adjust that visual any more than it is at the moment. And I'm wondering if I bring in the actual outside edge of the work area to where the edge of that visual is. I don't know if that's going to affect it at all. Whether it's going to bring the visual in a bit, like is it a percentage of what I've got here or what? I'm not quite sure, but I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine. So then what I'd be able to do is I can run the combine around the field like that. That would be better. I mean, yeah, I could take it out a bit wider than that, especially for these fields that have got trees everywhere, because I'll eventually come up and remove these trees, because trees are the enemy. We don't want trees. Trees are definitely the enemy here. We will work on that in the future. I'm not going to work on it just yet, though. I'm going to have to also go and get our other machine, our what do you call thing? Forage wagon. I'm going to get the forage wagon and bring that one up here and pick up all of this stuff that we've got here. We've got a little tiny bit of crop that I left over in that corner that I'm going to have to go and get, and then I've got this bit up here that I want to just gather up. And okay, it missed that. Now I got it. Fantastic. And then a little bit here. Yes, there's another little tiny piece over in that corner. I'm going to leave that behind and not worry about it. So my tractor only does like 80k, doesn't it? And we've now kind of reached a point where we're going to want to be able to go between fields. I've got fields that are further apart. Well, wanting to do this because I want to make sure that I've gotten rid of all of the grain that's in this thing. Not the grain, the straw. Alright, we seem to have gotten rid of all the straw, that's fine. So, yeah, I've got a tractor that does about 80k. I want that tractor to do probably double or 3 times that kind of speed so that I can get round the map quickly. I'm going to have to do a lot of experimentation with that one. I did figure out a little bit with the Big Bud, and I was able to get that one to go faster, and that surprised me that I was able to do it. So, because I've done it once now, I am hopeful that I will be able to do it again. Let's go to you. And we'll put those straps on again, and then lift that one up, and then we can drive home. So we've got 68,000 litres of canola. We will not put this canola into storage this time, into the mill this time. I've already got some in here anyway, so it doesn't matter. Instead, what we will do is look how far those wheels go out the side. Oh, I love this trailer. It is so utterly useless for a place like this. It is the single most useless transport trailer you could ever encounter in a place like this. I genuinely think you would struggle to find a transport trailer that would be less useful in a place like this. I really do. This thing, you just never, you would never be able to use it. You wouldn't be, you drive it down the road once, you get stuck, and you'd have to come along with large disc cutters and stuff like that and chop the thing into lots and lots and lots of tiny little pieces so that you could remove it and slink quietly away with your tail between your legs. It would be the only option. You literally would not be able to do anything else. Lauren, is that sign... Oh dear, that has collision. That could make life a little bit more difficult. As I said, this thing is utterly useless. This trailer is the most... Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.